Welcome student on another video lecture. Today's topic is sweeteners. Sweeteners are the another herbal excipients which are used in herbal formulation. The main use of sweetener is to mask the bitter and unpleasant taste of herbal drugs, due to which the patients are not ready to administer this herbal formulation. So to mask the bitter and unpleasant taste, these sweeteners are used. Sweeteners are the agents with either a impart and sweet taste or increase the perception of sweet taste. They will impart sweet taste or they will increase the perception of sweet taste. On the basis of synthesis, sweetening agents are of two types. How they are synthesized, whether they are obtained from natural sources or they are chemically synthesized. On the basis of that, there are two types of sweeteners. First is natural sweeteners of plant origin. These sweeteners which are obtained from plants. Chemically synthesized artificial or synthetic sweeteners. Another class is chemically synthesized sweeteners which are artificially or synthetically prepared. Natural sweetening agents are non-saccharides and they are of low calories, still excessively sweet, 100 to 10,000 times sweeter than sugar. So these natural sweetening agents, they are non-saccharide compounds. They will not contain saccharides. They are non-saccharides compound and they are having low calories, and though they are having low calories and they are not made up of polysaccharides, but still they are excessively sweet in taste, and the taste is 100 to 10,000 times sweeter than the sugar. Natural sweeteners are non-toxic and can overcome the problems of sucrose and synthetic sweeteners. So the natural sweeteners which are obtained from the plant, they are non-toxic in nature, they will not produce any toxic effect, and they can overcome the problem of sucrose and synthetic sweeteners, which include high risk of dental caries when we are consuming synthetic sweeteners in large amount. That for example, syrups are prepared from synthetic sweeteners, and these are consumed by the children, and it will produce dental caries in the children. Also it will lead to type 2 diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular diseases and other non-communicable diseases are produced due to long term consumption of these synthetic sweeteners, whereas natural sweeteners encompass wide range compound like sugars, sugar alcohol, amino acids, protein, terpenoid glycoside and some polyphenols. Erythritol is a sugar alcohol which is produced from glucose by fermentation with yeast. So on fermentation of yeast, sugar alcohol is produced, that is known as erythritol, and which is obtained from the glucose. Tagatose is a hexose monosaccharide which is also a natural sweetener and which is produced commercially from the galactose. So tagatose is prepared from galactose, whereas erythritol it is obtained from glucose. Galactose is isomerized under alkaline condition to D-tagatose by calcium hydroxide, and the process to produce tagalose powder may involve spray drying. So to prepare the powder of tagalose, spray drying method is used so that it will be obtained in the form of powder. Example of plant based natural sweeteners are steviocyde, glycyrrhizin, neohesperidin, thaumatin, monelins and sucralose. All these are the examples of sweeteners which are obtained from plant sources. In plants, the active sweet principles are stored as terpenoids, steroidal saponin, dihydroisocoumarins, dihydrochalcones, proteins, polylols, volatile oils. Sweetener may also be classified as nutritive sweeteners and non-nutritive sweeteners. So with the sweetening with this sweetening agent, or they are used as a sweetener to mask unpleasant taste. Also with that they will give some nutritive value to the formulation which is prepared by using that nutritive sweeteners, and which include sorbitol, mannitol, xylitol, lactitol, mixture of glucosyl sorbitol and glucosyl mannitol and fructose, which is a sugar compound which is obtained from fruits. And these not only give the sweet taste to the herbal formulation, not only mask the unpleasant and bitter taste, but also they will give nutritive value to the herbal formulation. Whereas non-nutritive sweeteners, that includes aspartame, saccharin, cyclamate, ace-sulfame, K and allitame. All these are the non-nutritive sweeteners. They are only used for the purpose of masking unpleasant and bitter taste of herbal formulation. Otherwise they are not giving any nutritive value to the herbal formulation. Various herbal sweeteners with their source and compounds. First is stevia ribaudiana. Family is Compositae, and stevia leaf are used as a source of sweetener, and it contains important constituent or compounds which are responsible for sweet taste are stevioxide and rubidioxide, and it is 160 to 170 times sweeter than sucrose. That stevioxide which is obtained from stevia rubidiana, which is 160 to 170 times sweeter than sucrose. Glycyrrhiza glabra, family is Leguminosae, root and stolons are used, and the compound is glycyrrhizin, and which is 50 to 100 times sweeter. Next is citrus aurantium, family is Rutaceae, which is obtained from bitter orange fruit, and neohesperidin dihydrochalcone, which is 330 times sweeter than sucrose. Dioscorea phylum, which is also a fruit and which contains monelins as a sweetening agent, and it is 2000 times sweeter than sucrose. Semi-synthetic, it includes sucralose, which is 600 times sweeter than sucrose. So these are the various sweeteners which are obtained from natural sources. All these are obtained from plant, that is stevia, glycyrrhiza, citrus aurantium, dioscorea. All these are the drugs which are sweet in taste, and they are used as a sweetener in different formulation. First one is stevia. Stevia ribaudiana is a shrub of up to 30 cm height, and it has composite wrapped flowers with 3 to 4 cm long sessile leaves. So it is height is 30 cm and it is having sessile leaves. Sessile leaves means leaves without stalk or petiole. Stevia is found in Paraguay, where it is known by the name of sweet leaf or sugar leaf. Another name of stevia is sweet leaf or sugar leaf. Stevia plant is intensely sweet and its active ingredients are diterpene glucoside. So these plants, they are intensely sweet and the active ingredients are diterpene glycoside, particularly stevioxide 4 to 10%, rubidioxide 2 to 4%. Other chemical constituent of stevia are volatile oils, nerolidol, caryophyllene and flavonoids which contain quercetin, epigenin, astroinulin. Stevia ribaudiana has high sweetening index as stevioxide and is 200 to 300 times sweeter than sucrose. So stevia is one of the sweetening agent. Stevia has following uses. It is used as mild osmotic laxative. It can be used as laxative also. It will give laxative action and help in treating constipation. Slightly hypoglycemic agent also. It will reduce the blood glucose level. It is used as hypotensive and antibacterial agent, and it is used for treating constipation. It is a sugar substitute for diabetes. It can be used as a sugar substitute for diabetic patient. Next one is Glycyrrhiza radix. Sources: it consists of dried roots and stolons of Glycyrrhiza glabra belonging to family Leguminosae. Chemical constituent: it contains glycyrrhizinic acid, liquiritin, isoliquiritin and flavonoids. All these are the important constituent from glycyrrhiza. It is used as sweetening agent, flavoring agent and demulcent. Demulcent means those agents which will give soothing effect on the mucous membrane. Macroscopic characters: color, unpeeled rug, yellowish internally, odor, faint and characteristic, taste, sweet, size, length 20 to 50 centimeter and diameter is 2 centimeter, shape, unpeeled pieces are straight, fracture, fibrous in bark, splintery, small, thin, sharp piece of wood. Extra feature: unpeeled pieces shows presence of small buds and longitudinal wrinkles. Glycyrrhiza glabra, it contains constituent that is glycyrrhizin responsible for the sweet taste. So the constituent which is responsible for sweet taste of Glycyrrhiza glabra is glycyrrhizin, glycyrrhizic acid, triterpenoid saponin, flavonoids responsible for yellow color, liquiritin, a chalcone, sugar, glucose and sucrose, protein and starch, glyceramine which is a bitter principle and which is present in outermost tissue of the glycyrrhiza root. Glycyrrhiza root outer surface contain bitter principle, that is glyceramine, but it is removed in peeled varieties. So it is not present in those roots or rhizomes which are peeled. Neohesperidin dihydrochalcone, it is a flavonoid present in bitter orange. So it is the flavonoid compound and which is present in bitter orange, Citrus aurantium variety Amarant and belongs to family Rutaceae. It will belong to family Rutaceae. Neohesperidin dihydrochalcone is obtained by hydration of neohesperidin under alkaline condition. It can also be obtained from flavonoid naringenin present in peels of various other citrus species. The stability of neohesperidin dihydrochalcone is acceptable under food processing and storage condition, even though its glycosidic bond can easily undergo hydrolytic cleavage. It is 330 times sweeter than sucrose, and the main characteristic feature of neohesperidin dihydrochalcone is that it produces menthol-like aftertaste. So menthol-like taste is produced after insertion or after administration of this neohesperidin dihydrochalcone, and therefore it has very limited use in food and pharmaceutical industry. It acts synergistically with other sweeteners, example S-sulfam, aspartame, and very small quantity of it is blended with other sweeteners. So it is used in combination with other sweeteners to give synergistic effect. Neohesperidin or dihydrochalcone has following uses. It is used in confectionery products, chewing gums, beverages and dairy products. It is also used to enhance flavor in various food and other products. So all these sweeteners we have studied, that includes stevia, after that Glycyrrhiza glabra, and after that we have studied neohesperidin. So all these sweeteners which show the following properties, and because of these they are widely used in market. For example, they are safe, they are good in taste, high stability, good solubility and reasonable cost. These are the advantages of the sweeteners we have studied, and because of these they are widely used in market as a sweetener. Thank you.